Thanks for watching. Go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified of each new video as it comes out. Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. And today I've got something really unique and very cool, and I'm excited to show this to you. Today what we're going to be talking about is the Aqua Poacher 50. Now what this is a manual, it's not really a manual well pump. I guess it's like a manual well bucket. Well, it's really more of the shape of a pipe, but the idea behind this thing is, I'm going to take it apart and show you how it works and everything here in just a second. I've got a simulated well set up right here because it's kind of hard to film underground. And so I've got a 4-inch PVC pipe, and I cut some windows out of it so you can see kind of how this works and how you have to do this thing to get it to work. But the whole idea behind this thing is it's designed as a way to be able to get water out of a well when there's no power. And the really cool and unique thing about this is that it's designed so that you don't have to take out your well pump. That's a huge thing. There's other well buckets, you know, on the market that the problem is they're too big. You know, they're about 3.5 or so inches in diameter themselves, and so you can't get it down in the well while your well pump is in there. So with this, you can do that with no problem. You can fit it down inside through the well, and you can use it without having to remove the well pump. All you got to do is just take the well head off, and that's pretty easy to do. You can, you know, take a rock and tap it up, you know, or a hammer, or if you got some wrenches or something with you, you could do that too. Now apocalypsewellpumps.com is where you can learn more about these. They've got some videos on them and stuff too, and they built this with the idea that you could use it in a bug out situation. You know, you could use it in a situation where you were trying to be sneaky and you needed to get water. You know, there's a lot of places in the United States, where I live is included, you know, in the high plains areas, high plains deserts, stuff like that, and there is not a lot of groundwater around, and it's very difficult to find. And if you were having to bug out and travel over land and stuff like that, if you come across an agricultural well, or you come across a residential well that's, you know, abandoned, or whatever the case may be, or maybe it's even nighttime and you just try to, you know, sneak in there and get some water, you're not really doing any damage to the property if you're careful about how you move the wellhead. You're just getting to water that's down in the ground. And this one is they call it the Aqua Poacher 50 because you know, the most practical depth is 50 feet, but you could add any length of paracord to this and get down to it. You know, so it's really not necessarily limited. It's just kind of awkward if you get a lot more than 50 feet. But this thing will hold about 1/3 of a gallon of water with one fill up, and it just doesn't take very long to do it. As you'll see, I'll show you here in a second. It's pretty easy to do, and it's pretty cool. I want to show you they've made it black so that it, you know, doesn't show up. It's not real bright. It's not white PVC and stuff. And if you notice, the ends of this are all rounded and everything like that too. Now I have what I did is just daisy chained the 50 feet of paracord that came with it, and I put it around there because it's a little easier to handle for, you know, this demonstration and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what the exact internal workings of all this are, but basically the two pieces thread together. All right, you've got some sort of a check valve or something in the bottom, I'm assuming is what it is. And when you get the water in there, then it'll stop it from leaking out. So this is the bottom end, and that's the end where the water will go in. And then you've got the top end that has the anchor to it, and that'll pull it back up when you come back up. Now when you're getting ready to use these things in real life, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and tie the end off to something solid. You may even be able to tie it off to the well, the well casing itself or something like that, but you want to tie it off so that in case you drop it, you won't lose it. Or if somebody comes, if you're trying to be sneaky or something like that, then you can just let it hang there and maybe they won't notice, But anyway, what you do is you just drop this thing down in the well. Again, we've got a simulated one right here. I'll show you in a second. And as it hits the water, then you're going to kind of shake it up and down. And you're basically kind of getting that water up inside there as you go. And you want to do that until you hear a bunch of big bubbles, and pushing, kind of feeling like it's full. And then you pull it back up, and then you can tip it over and pour it out. And so I'll show you how that works here in just a second. One thing I wanted to mention real quick is the guys at apocalypsewellpumps.com, they set up a reality survival discount for you guys. So if you use the code REALITYSP at checkout, that'll give you $10 off plus free shipping. So the MSRP on these is $75, so you could get them for $65 with free shipping. So that's kind of cool. If you live in an area where there's not a lot of groundwater and stuff like that, or if you wanted to have a backup, for your well in any rural area, then this is a good idea. The Apocalypse well pumps, they have a ton of different kinds of manual well pumps that you can use during a power outage situation as well. So you definitely should take a look at those over at their website. Those are pretty cool too. So let me readjust the camera here and we'll get going. Yeah. All right. So hopefully I'm in frame. I can't really tell for sure. So basically, I've got some water in here. You'll be able to see that splashing around. I've got it filled up right to that level. So if this were the wellhead, I'm going to drop this in there. Hopefully you guys can see that coming through the window. There's the water. Okay, and I'm just going to start bobbing this thing. Do that a few times. I can feel the weight of the water in here now. And then I'm going to pour it out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. So you can run that down in there on that well without even taking that well motor out. It got some bubbles. You can feel the weight of it. So I pull that back up. I pour that into my canteen or my 1 liter water bottle or whatever it is I'm carrying, and I'm filling that thing back up. And it doesn't take long. There we go. So that was about 1 gallon right there. And then all you got to do, untwist it, wrap the cord back around, and you're ready to get on the move again. Now, if it were deeper, like 50 feet down or more, then you'd obviously have a little bit more, you know, work to do with your 550 cord. Okay, so that's the Aqua Poacher 50. Three runs gave me about a gallon. As you could see, as I was pouring it out, there's a lot of water, you know. I mean, for as quick as it is to fill it up, you figure you're getting more than a liter, you know, each time, a liter and a half or so. That's pretty sweet. A lot of guys like to carry one liter stainless steel bottles, you know, in their bug out bag or whatever the case may be, or filling up a 3-liter Camelback, you know, something like that. Boom, you're in and out, you know. Drop it down there 3 or 4 times, fill it up, you got plenty of water and you can move on. If you got several people in your group, you do it a few times more and you're good to go. So pretty neat little device, very simple. They, you know, like I said, they built it to be subdued in color, and you know, it's light enough. I don't know exactly what it weighs, but it's basically a couple of pieces of PVC pipe and some little components on the ends, plus some paracord. It don't weigh more than a couple pounds, I guess. You can look on the website, apocalypsewellpumps.com, and check it out and see exactly what it weighs, but it don't weigh too much. So you could slide that down in a backpack. You know, if you're in an area that it's a lot of agriculture, and you don't have a lot of open groundwater, or if you just wanted to have it for a backup at your own house. You know, the water goes dead here at my house, I'm kind of toast because there's no open groundwater for miles around here. So I've got to be able to get down in there, down to that water that's down below the ground. And something like this, or one of the manual well pumps, is going to help you do that. So anyway, guys, go ahead and head over there, check out apocalypsewellpumps.com, look at the Aqua Poacher 50, and if you decide that you want to pick one up, we can save you $10 by using Reality SP. And then you get free shipping too. So it's about $65 is what it should end up costing you. You might have to pay tax on that, but you know, it's a pretty cool deal, and I think it's something that's worth considering. And if you've got your own farm, or you've got your own homestead, you've got a rural house with a well, take a look at their manual well pumps, because those are pretty sweet too. And I think you'll find that they're a really good option to get into that water down on the ground. So anyway, guys, I hope you found this useful. I've started a channel over at Gunstreamer, gunstreamer.com. If you guys go over there and follow the channel, I'd sure appreciate it. I think we're up to like 150 or so subscribers now. I'm trying to get everybody moved over there because I want to get away from YouTube, because I don't like the politics of YouTube. I don't like supporting their agenda and all that kind of stuff, and I'd really love to get off of it. I know most people don't want to move away from YouTube, but I just don't like them. Anyhow, don't forget to live the 6 P's. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys. We'll see you on another video here shortly.